there comes one right there. Right there. Yeah.
They don't have the little stickers on them, do they?
No. That's a little bitty one though, isn't it? You ain't gonna be able to reach that far without getting wet.
Turtles came ashore to nest in a single day. This phenomenal massing of female Ripley's is called an armada, which means arrival in Spanish. Today, fewer than 600 breeding females survive, and the same stretch of beach is practically deserted during the late spring nesting season. When the tracks of a female are seen, they often lead to a nest already looted by coyotes, skunks, or raccoons.
Well, there should be more though.
Oh. Farted, I think, because the bubbles came out of his head.
Oh my gosh, he just took a dump.
Oh. You got it on camera.
Yes, I did. And it's swimming right through it too. Eating.
All right.
There it is, Mom.
Look at it.
He's eating. Make him do a trick.
Make him do a trick. Let's make him do a trick.
I want to see him pull down the slide.
Can't wait to play this.
Cute little things. Oh, look. That's one-legged. See, they're all one-legged.
No, they got another leg, man. It's just tucked up. You see its claw hanging out?
Oh, barely.
They just clipped the wings so they can't.
Oh, there's a real bird. There's a real bird. Oh, he's sleeping. You see him? He's moving.
That duck. Hey, look, isn't that one of the fish right there? You liked it?
Wow.
They use that little fish ranch up on the robin side. Check out that flower tree.
It's a big...
Here, look from this side.
Oh, shoot.
You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Thank you.
Where the hell is it?
Look.
I ain't gonna do no good, ain't that? Ah, there it is.
See the birdie?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Check the flounder, dude. Flounder's right here.
Yeah, it's a big thing. Hammerhead. Hammer time.
And they will be here for about at least 2 years, maybe a little longer. They're in the process of rebuilding their dolphin display there, and we're sort of, you might
See,
say,
too
we're
many people in the
babysitting
way.
for them, which is really good for us. But we only opened this on Memorial Day, so we've only been open about 5 months. And they were both flown down here from Indianapolis, and each one came with a trainer of his own. And we now have 5 of our own trainers, and one of the trainers from Indianapolis is still here with us. It's been a great asset for us, getting us get started. But for some people who may not realize that across the pool right over here, we have what we call an underwater viewing over there. We have a 50-foot window, and it's 9 feet long. Oh, excuse me, and we
Right there
have
on that
another
other side
window on
over
the
there.
far end down here. It's called a bubble right down here. And when it's over, please go down there because let me tell you, it's a beautiful place, and you can really see the dolphins. They'll swim right up to the window. They'll only be about 6 inches away from them.
I'll have to start getting in front of everybody else so I can see.
I don't know how it is. If you've ever seen a dolphin presentation before, but I think you will enjoy it. One thing I am very impressed with to our trainers here, probably all trainers, when they come out, there'll be a trainer for each of the dolphins, and there'll be someone on the microphone to describe to you about the training of the dolphins and about in general. But one thing I'm really impressed by, if you'll notice, the trainer that's working with the dolphins, they have only communicate with the dolphins with their hands, much like we would talk to people who cannot speak or hear. They use the sign language only, and they carry a whistle in their mouth. This is the only noise you'll hear from any of the trainers with a whistle. And when they whistle, the trainer knows, the dolphin knows he's done something and can be rewarded.
Come on in. Just stand there and sit or stand in the stairwell.
But a lot of people here, especially the young ones, probably are very interested. They decided they want to be dolphin trainers. Well, that's good and great because more people need to be trainers. But there's a little bit more than just jumping in the water and playing with the trainers also. Each one of the trainers has at least a degree in the college, possibly even more a degree. They also do internships at the aquarium or other zoos before they are certified as a trainer. They also have to take care of all the dolphins also, which means you've got to know something about the biology of them. My name is Joyce, and we have someone there in the back. Denise is in the back. And if you have any questions, if you raise your hand, we'll be able to answer you maybe. If not, when we cannot answer your questions, when the presentation is over, the trainers will come to this side and we'll be glad to talk to you at any moment about anything you'd like to discuss with them. You can ask them about the dolphins or anything about their own training also. They can tell you what kind of degree it is and where they have worked before they came here. And when you go, if you do go downstairs to the underwater viewing, a lot of people will notice they go to the bottom and they lay on the floor a lot. And a lot of people think, oh well, there's something wrong with it or he's sick or something. They're really not. They lay on the ground to do what we call a real quick nap. Unlike we can go to bed and take an hour nap. Well, they can't do that because they can't go to the bottom. They always have to go to the top. So they do this day and night. That's how they take their resting area down there. Has anybody got any questions for us? What do the dolphins make good pets? Yeah, it would be expensive. This young man wanted to know would they make good pets. Yes, he would make good pets. But anybody who doesn't know it, this is a $14 million tank that they're in right there. It took us about 8 years to raise the money and about 2 years to build it. But yes, they make good pets, but it takes a little bit of money. Somebody wants to know, are they fish or mammals? Anybody know what it is?
No.
Mammals. They're breathing just like we do.
Come on in. I need to keep this area here. Come on in.
The pool out here has this particular one has 350,000 gallons of water in it. And at the far end down here, there are 2 pools. There are 3 pools down there. There are 50,000 gallons in those down there. So all told, this is 400,000 gallons of water. Behind us, that building over there, that whole first and second floor there is nothing but the plumbing. We take our water from the bay right out here, and to make it this color, you can imagine what kind of filtering we have for them. And below where we're standing, we have 95 columns below to hold up all of this here. And they're sunk about 70 feet into the water. And during this, there's 3,000 gallons per second that circulates through this tank right here. But every day before the aquarium opens, we have 2 or 3 divers have to get in this pool and clean it.
Just like the otters.
And while we have these dolphins here too, that will give us more time too. We hope to have maybe next month or next year, we will begin to get our own. We'll have to get them from other aquariums or zoos. You can no longer take them from the wild, even though these were taken from the wild from Indiana. They were one of the last ones that take the dolphins from the wild. But you cannot swim with them in the wild, you cannot feed them, and you cannot harass them in one way or another. A lot of people say, well, I do it all the time. Well, I'll tell you what, if you get caught, it's about $20,000 fine.
Come on in. We got standing room over off to the left, or you can head to the underwater room if you'd like. Come on in.
You want to go downstairs?
So I've been a little unusual. Thank you for coming because of you. That's made it possible for us to build this also, even though it took us 10 years to get it done and get it finished. It's because people who come to the aquarium just for this reason.
Thank
make this clear. The Indiana was one of the last ones to take them from the wild, and when I meant wild, they took them from the Gulf of Mexico right out here. Because in the Gulf of Mexico, all we have are bottlenose dolphins, and that's what these are, bottlenose dolphins here.
She gonna get it. Nope, ain't happening, kid. Ain't happening.
I know some of you may have just arrived here, but I'll have to say it again. If you please, if you will not block the stairway, if anything could happen to you or the dolphin, we'd have to go up the stairway, and you will be in our way too. Our presentation is just going to start in a couple of minutes here, so I do hope you enjoy it. But please don't forget about the underwater viewing, and if you have any kind of question when it's over, the trainers will come right here to this side and be glad to talk to you about it. Thank you very much.
My name is Brent. With me today are three of our trainers. We have Emma, Michaela, and Debbie. And here comes our two Atlantic bottlenose dolphins, Chemo and Sundance. Over there at the far end of the pool with Emma is Chemo. Chemo is our subdominant male. He pretty much has to do whatever he's told by Sundance over here. He doesn't agree, but we all know it's true. Chemo's 19 years of age. He's about 8.5 feet long. He weighs in at about 460 pounds. Now with Michaela on the rock right here is Sundance. Sundance is our dominant male. He pretty much is the ruler of our pool. Here he is, the big cheese.
Big cheese.
Whatever he says goes. He's also 19 years of age. He's also almost 8.5 feet long, and he weighs in about 480 pounds. Now, because these two are very similar in size, they have a few distinguishing characteristics that we use to tell them apart. First of all, Sundance has a dimple on his forehead and a very hooked dorsal fin with kind of a jagged edge. On the other hand, Chemo here, he has a yellowish jaw area, and his dorsal fin isn't nearly as hooked. The term bottlenose dolphin is often misleading. It's not actually the nose of the animal that's shaped like a bottle. It's actually their jaw or rostrum. And that jaw is 90 to 100 conical teeth used for gripping, not for chewing. They actually swallow their fish whole. Their nose is actually on the top of their head. This is called their blowhole. the surface of the water very easily and very quickly. They don't just use that blowhole for breathing, they also use it for vocalization. All their vocalizations come from that blowhole. They have a little air sac in there they can manipulate to make sound. It's very similar to as if you were to take a balloon, blow it up, stretch the neck out a little bit, let a little bit of that air out. You can make some funny noises that way. Well, our dolphins can make some funny noises also in a very similar fashion with that little air sac. We have 4 vocalizations on hand, 2 with these 2. The first of which is a very excited sound people often associate with dolphins. We call it a squawk. Our next vocalization is kind of a quiet one. We call it a bird chirp. It's very similar to their signature whistle, which is actually something they use to identify one another. Our next vocalization is a clicking sound, very similar to their echolocation that they use to see their environment in murky water. They can send out high-frequency clicks that are very difficult for us to hear. Bounces off their environment, comes back and paints them a picture of what's around them. This is what that clicking sound would sound like if it were to be slowed down. Finally, our last vocalization is something they picked up somewhere along the road. They've been in Indianapolis for the past 15 years. They like to mimic a lot of things in their environment. We have no idea exactly where they picked this up, but maybe you guys can guess. We call that one a raspberry. Give them a big hand, folks. It's hard to talk through your nose. Bottlenose dolphins are very well designed for their environment in the water. They're shaped like a torpedo so that they can move through the water very easily. And they have a number of fins and flippers that they use for locomotion. First of all, they have 2 pectoral flippers on the other side of their body on either side. These are used for steering, stopping, and backing up. And an interesting thing about these flippers, if you were to x-ray one, you'd actually see 5 finger digits in there, just like in your hand. Very similar to cartilage. And they use that fin for high-speed maneuverability and also for thermoregulation. All the way back at the end of the dolphin is their tail flukes. This is where they get all their power from. This is also made up of a fibrous connective tissue. As you can see with chemo here, they use it in an up and down motion instead of a side-to-side motion like fish use. A lot of people ask us here, well, how do we train our dolphins in all these cool behaviors? Well, we use what we call operant conditioning. This is a type of training that we use all positive reinforcement. We ask our dolphins to do something and they do it correctly, they always get some sort of reward. We have a number of ways that we reward our dolphins here. First of all, we can use a regular diet of herring and capelin, which are 2 types of fish. We can also reward them by giving them a nice rub down, give them different toys and games to play throughout the day, or just to clap our hands and tell them they did a really good job. Anything that's reinforcing to the animal. You may ask yourself, well, if this is all positive reinforcement, what happens if they do something incorrectly? Well, we don't do anything at all. We step back, we don't do anything, we don't give them any reaction. We kind of just ignore that behavior. And they realize very quickly that's not what we want them to do. They're going to try a little harder to do what we're asking the next time we ask. You may hear a whistle being blown. This is a very important tool that we use during our training. This allows us to tell the animal exactly when they've done something correctly. And we call it a bridge because it bridges the gap between the correct response and the reinforcement that's going to follow. So they associate that whistle with, hey, I've done something correctly, I'm going to come back and get some food. We do our training here for 3 main reasons. First of all, we do our training for mental stimulation. We don't want our animals to become bored. We want them to have something to do at all times. We have different games and different puzzles we get them throughout the day during enrichment sessions. And these training sessions are very important because they keep them problem solving. We also do our training for a very important reason called husbandry behaviors. We can actually get our dolphins to participate in their own health care. We can ask them to do things such as open their mouth for a dental exam, check their teeth and gums, and even brush their teeth. Chemo and Sundance each have their own toothbrush, and we brush their teeth on a regular basis. We can also have them turn upside down in front of us, so we can use things like ultrasound. We can have them just lay out in front of us so we can check their skin for any strips and scratches. And we can even have them present their tail flukes to us so we can take voluntary blood samples. This is very important because they can mask their symptoms when they're sick, similar to what they would normally do in the wild. It would be very easy for them to possibly get attacked by a shark if they were to look sick out there. This way, they're giving blood voluntarily, stress-free for them, stress-free for us, and we always make sure that they're perfectly healthy. Now, the coolest reason we do our training is for what we call physical exercise. We want to make sure our animals are physically fit, and we give them a lot of high-energy behaviors to do throughout the day to burn off a lot of those calories they'd normally be burning off in the wild hunting for food. We're going to do some of those high-energy behaviors for you guys right now. And remember, the more excited you guys get, the more excited they get, and the higher they jump. hand. They're working hard for you. These are the same Atlantic bottlenose dolphins you find out here in the Gulf of Mexico, even into our bays and estuaries here. And we often even see them right behind us here in our exhibit, right in the ship channel. We have quite a population here in Corpus Christi, and it's very important for us to help protect those animals. Even though they are not endangered, they are protected by the Marine Mammal Protection Act of 1972, which states that you cannot catch, harass, swim with, or feed any wild dolphins. This is very important for us to remember because we can mess with their social structure out there. And we don't want to have these dolphins stop doing a lot of the things they normally do in the wild. They can start spanking your boats, not hunt naturally, and even put themselves in harm's way of propellers. There's a lot of things that we can do out there to help them. Discard of our fishing gear properly for one. They do share a lot of the same waters we fish in, and it'd be very easy for them to get tangled in fishing lines. We can also discard of our trash properly and pick up any trash we see out there in their environment. We don't want to have them accidentally ingest any of that. Finally, I'd like to leave everybody with the message. The message to please reduce, reuse, and recycle. And on behalf of Chemo, Sundance, Emma, Debbie, and Michaela, have a wonderful day here at the aquarium.
You get that one?
Yeah, but I didn't get all of it. It must have jumped out of it.
If anyone would like to stick around for a little while to answer or ask any questions of our trainers, they'll be down here in front to ask any questions you may have.
Look, Daddy, look. You can see it.
It's kind of cream color, doesn't it? That's what Daddy was catching last weekend.
Yeah, I got it.
How much stingray did you just check it out?
The flounder's looking at me.
The stingray.
Yeah, I did. That's the first thing I had.
Oh, you got it?
Because on the scale of the
let's go to another one. Chris? It's not real.
Fake stealing bastards. Right there. Fucking pinpricks.
No. It's a rubber.
I think that's what it looks like.
It's the coconut.
Disgusted.
Ay, ya digo que era un poco. Ahora este. Don't look.
¿Es feo?
Oh, yeah. Get a little souvenir. Put a penny in there, get a little souvenir.
The rainbow. Do it. A coconut shell.
The flower is white.
A coconut. This is a brain.
That's a carpet.
That's here. I knew it.
Mira, es de
Coconut.
plástico. Mira cómo se mira.
Oh, papi, mira acá. Papi, aquí hay otra cosa.
Gotta go.
Aquí hay otra cosa.
Yeah, look at that effect on the. Can you see it in the camera? I can see the stuff on the wall behind you, the reflection.
What a smith. Ooh, triple tail.
Do it, Mom. Papi, ¿no necesito vino? Oh. Mom, look, these look like Nemo. I like that one, the big one.
I'm roaming. Rolling. Hey, look, isn't that what I think it is? Puffer.
What the hell's that? Deuce Big Love. It's like a $7,000 fish.
I saw Mom. Look.
It's losing focus.
Take a picture of this. Mommy. It's too dark. I don't want to look at that.
Jeremy, turn that light off though. It's probably dark for a reason. Is that that lobster you were talking about?
Do they bite? Do they bite?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, my dad's calling me on.
Green thing.
That's amazing. Longer than a total?
Look at that one, Mom, in there.
Bigger one. Mom, that's a shark.
Oh, the top. Get that one.
I want to see how they grow. Remember the little shark that they sell in the hair shop? That's it.
Look at that big old red. Get him on camera. Damn.
The amberjack?
That big old
The
boy.
amberjack is
Look
a
at it.
tasty.
Is that the red? Red
Yeah,
now?
yeah, that's those big old. You'd have to use your redfish tag for that sucker. I couldn't even imagine catching that on my little $20 reel. That's a triple tail.
Yeah.
It's a big triple tail. It's gonna go hang out there, lay on the side. That's what
Big fish. Look, there's one cleaning kitty. Look, he's feeding the cage. Oh, she's cleaning. Look.
Get this one. That's a huge fish right there. Huh? It's a grouper.
Kenny, he's got a camera attached to him.
Get away from there. Get over here where Chuck is. Where Chuck is at.
I'm gonna have to go fishing. That's
Look, look down the track.
damn, that red is
Gotta take it.
American lobster.
Whoop, Judy.
Hey, over here.
That thing makes me look fatter than I already do.
Here, step over. Step over. Or step back. So that's funny. I could fit in it. Yeah.
Hey guys, he found a deal.
Yeah,
Oh, it's dark in there.
back here.
good over here. Feel the air conditioning.
It's sucking those little water bubbles in.
Here, look at him.
There he is.
Wow!
Have we brought Mondo and Victoria? You want to come over here and take a look? You want to bring the little kids?
Wow!
Wow.
Oh, look! There's one sleeping. Is he sleeping? Or is he just being shy?
There he goes.
Wow!
Isn't he pretty? Wow.
You are good. Let's go to the other side.
I'll just get him right here. Right here? Somebody, give us
Good. It's rolling.
You got it.
Mm-hmm.